Hey, welcome back. In this lesson, we're going to cover tables, cabinetry, and other storage options. So let's dive in. Depending on your setup, you'll likely want some sort of table in your van. Whether it's for eating, working, or playing games on, having a sturdy tabletop in the van makes it a lot more livable. Here you have a ton of options. You can have a table with a removable base that pops into the floor when you want to use it. You can have a table on a hinge that swings up when you want to use it and sits flush with another cabinet when not in use. You can have one that slides out from under your bed, or you can have a lagoon table like this one that sits on a swivel mount. The lagoon table has become super popular in recent years due to its adjustable height and position. Regardless of the configuration you decide on for your table, you'll want a tabletop that's light yet durable and doesn't easily scratch. Okay, let's move on to the cabinets. Installing durable cabinets in your van is a must. Unlike a brick and mortar house, your home on wheels needs to withstand great pressure from constant vibrations of the road. So choosing high quality, strong materials that are able to withstand such pressure, as well as temperature swings, is imperative to having a long-lasting build that can handle all types of the roads that you'll encounter. Whether you plan to buy something prefabricated, do it yourself, or hire somebody, you'll want to keep in mind the different materials that go into building cabinets and make sure that those materials can handle the job. You'll be surprised at how much extra space cabinets provide. They turn empty areas of the vehicle into valuable storage space. Some vans only have cabinets in their galley, while other vans have a long row of cabinets. You won't want to store anything too large or heavy in those cabinets high off the ground though, so keep this in mind when you think about how much cabinet space you want versus utilizing other storage compartments and areas of the van. Remember that not every inch of your van needs to be covered in cabinets, and we'll cover some additional storage options in a moment. Now let's get into some of the well-known durable cabinet materials that are available. There are various types of plywood suitable for cabinetry made from pine, fir, and birch. But remember your weight and balance limits. It's ideal to install something lightweight and strong. A lot of materials are beautiful to look at, but you don't want them to weigh down the van. Marine-grade plywood is a popular option for cabinets. The cabinets here in this van are made of 13-layer marine-grade plywood, which is a very strong and durable material made to withstand environments with a lot of movement, like boats on an ocean. The cabinets in here are covered with a thin layer of laminate from a company called Wilson Art. Alternatively, a less expensive way to give your cabinets the look you want is to simply sand and paint them. It's also a good idea to build your cabinets with a material that is moisture resistant to prevent deterioration and mold growth. Using some sort of sealant helps prevent this issue, and a lot of materials are actually sold pre-sealed. This is important for the large temperature swings you might experience in your van. You don't want your cabinets to swell or shrink with the changes in temperature, which can happen with wood that isn't sealed. So this is an important consideration that will improve the longevity of your cabinets. Prefabricated cabinets are a viable option if designing and installing custom cabinets doesn't sound fun to you. And there are many companies now making prefab cabinets specifically for vans. If you plan to DIY your conversion, this could be an easier method than building your own cabinets to get beautiful functional results. Some people report that the cabinet building is one of the trickiest parts of the overall structural build, so it's worth exploring this option. Recently, I've also seen some cabinets built out of aluminum. I don't have personal experience with this, but I wouldn't be surprised if we see more and more conversion companies going this route, since aluminum is a lightweight, durable material that doesn't warp with temperature changes. The other important part of the cabinets is the latches that will prevent your cabinets from opening while you are driving. This happens a lot more than you might think, and even on smooth roads, it's not fun to hear your pots and pans crashing when your drawers fly open. Push-button latches and grabber latches are popular options that work well. Barrel bolts are an industrial-looking option that also works well. Marine distributors are a good resource of latches since they're commonly used on boats. The final thing I'll mention is that how your cabinets are installed can make or break the durability of your van. You can't just screw your cabinets into the wall and call it good. At best, you'll have stripped holes on your drawers. At worst, you're going to have cabinets falling off the wall. So I'm going to link to some DIY resources down below, but for those of you looking to hire someone to do your conversion, this is an area you'll want to ask questions about. You'll want to know what the infrastructure behind the walls looks like and how the builder will ensure that the cabinets are strong, durable, and will stay put over the lifetime of the van. In addition to the cabinetry, you'll want to include some additional storage solutions in your van as well. Having multiple storage options and a place for everything will make it easier to keep all your stuff organized and maintain a tidy living space where you can relax. The options are pretty endless, but I'll mention a few here. Plastic bins are a lightweight, inexpensive, portable, and durable solution alternative to installed cabinetry that makes loading and unloading the van super easy. You can also consider building storage into any part of the van that isn't being used efficiently, like under the benches in your dinette, for example. Mesh bags are handy for storage as well and are often used on the inside of back doors or anywhere you want to be able to quickly and easily stash a few things. As you're planning storage in your van, think about where you're going to store your shoes, as this is an often overlooked detail. I keep my shoes in a hamper basket under my bed, right here, where they're easy to access since we change our shoes a couple times a day. But feel free to get creative. I've seen people using hanging shoe organizers off their back door or cleverly designed shoe shelves that are part of the build. One final thing I'll say on storage, that within your cabinets, you're likely going to want to organize your stuff into small compartments or bins so everything doesn't slide around when you're on the road. I get most of my smaller bins at the Container Store, which is pretty much has every shape and size of container option you could possibly imagine. Ultimately, you want to get an idea of what you anticipate bringing along with you in the van so you can plan your storage appropriately. Think clothing, shoes, electronics, gear, appliances, kitchenware, food, towels, bath items, entertainment, and anything else that you want to bring on the road. And we'll talk about packing all in Module 3.